Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Airport's CEO Strategy and Tactics, episode 14. So, in our last episode, we got the beginnings, most of our baggage system up and running. There is one change that I decided on, because, I never change my mind on how I design things midstream, is this actual central area. I had a different thought for it. So I'm going to just demolish all of this. Sorry guys, and sorry for destroying all of your hard work, but I have a better idea. We just need for you guys to clear all this up, and I will lay down the better idea. Actually, I don't need to wait for you guys to do that. I can start doing my new plans because I want to make sure this is in place. So what we are going to do is I actually wanted to make the inner loop a little bit tighter. Give it a little bit of a... well, first off here, we got to do that. And, and do that. Go down, and, well, I'm gonna need to wait for them to clear all that out before I can get these built in. Come on, guys, clear this stuff out. That's what we pay you for. Thank you. Okay. So, more above ground belts. Point this downwards. Well, you know what? We could do a even tighter one where it's just up and down like that. No central area. It'll give more flow to it. Nah, we want a central area. So, we'll bring this all the way down here. We don't want to interfere with the people just flat out exiting, because not everybody has baggage. Oh dear, I hope you... yeah, thank you. Please get rid of that so it doesn't confuse our belts. Yeah, then up like this. And over like this. And no, we don't need, we're not going to use a dip on it, because people will step over these baggages all the time. Here's the reason why I wanted to tighten my loop a little bit here is when people are going to get off their plane and they're going to get ready to get their baggage much faster than our baggage is actually going to arrive in the baggage bay. So they're going to want some place to relax and sit. Now, if they don't have anything around here, they're going to go all the way down here, and then once their baggage arrives, they'll come all the way back up. That's not terribly efficient, and it goes against the whole flow. So let's give them something to rest on, shall we? I think we shall. Where are my, there we go, sofas. Yeah, they need some comfort after a long flight. Oops. So we just, and this is why I wanted to make it narrower, is that we can place these all along the wall for people to just relax and chill. Yeah, there we go. And that way, when they get to the baggage claim area a little bit too early, they still have a place to chill and relax, and it's not so bad. And heck, we'll even put some overflow sofas down here. Make this little hallway useful. There, and get a couple of armchairs in here to fill in the little gaps, and people will be happy. All right. Oh, the other thing that we now need to do, they should have this built by the time we actually need to start pressing our baggage system into place, is now we need to actually connect everything. And this is what throws a lot of people off. And this is also why we do not want any flights scheduled. Basically, when you're going to do your pivot to the baggage area, make sure none of your stands has any flights scheduled at all. And that can be difficult if you start using a lot of recurring flights because they populate their schedule, days in advance. So you have to wait for them to run out or try and forcibly cancel them. So this is kind of the reason why I've been avoiding them, is because that gives us the flexibility to have a period of time in which nobody has flights scheduled, because you're going to want to convert your entire airport over to the baggage system in one fell swoop, or there will be confusion and delay. So step one, you have to assign all of your stands to the baggage claim. So you click on the stand, go to connect baggage bay and click on here. That option will not be available if there are any flights scheduled on that stand. And likewise to our other stands, big and small, obviously not our general aviation because they don't do baggage, because they don't do much of anything. Like so. Perfect. Step 2. We must connect all of our baggage gates, our check-in desks, to the baggage claim. We need to tell them where are they sending their bags when people come to connect it. And this also determines which check-in desks each stand is allowed to use. Now, at the moment, this isn't going to change the dichotomy in our concourse here. We've got our 8 check-in bays, and they all serve the 5 stands. And which specific check-in desk serves which specific gate here is still going to be kind of random, which is fine. That's fine and dandy. But what it is going to do is if you have other concourses, it will keep them away from, it will keep passengers away from them, who might go to a completely different terminal. Now the last part, and the part that I haven't drawn yet, is we actually have to formally define a baggage claim area. Oh, interesting. Domestic baggage claim area. That implies that we're going to have international flights with separate baggage claim areas. Neat. Okay, so obviously this whole section right here is going to be our baggage claim area. So after you draw it out, we then have to link it to our baggage claim bay. And then, and only then, do you click on this and say activate. You have to link it all up. Ideally with no flight scheduled, ideally while the game is paused, do it all in one fell swoop, and you'll be much happier. Now, for the amount of volume that's going to be going through this single cargo bay, I see some people where they do multiple cargo bays, and you can do that, nothing wrong with that, but I like to have a single cargo bay with lots of agents per side. So that's 4 people per side, 8 total that this one item will be employing. You can see now why I'm going on a hiring spree. Now the other thing we want to do is turn on baggage handling enabled. So now we've got that in place. Now is it going to let me play with my budget? No, it's still giving me the CFO bug. But that's okay. All right, now that you have our baggage claim system in place, this area will be built in time, and everything converted over. Now we can resume taking our schedules. Now, normally at this point, I would say you can start doing the recurrings, but I have one more thing planned in the future that is going to discourage us from taking recurrings, because I'm going to do a little messing around with our schedules and reworking stuff, and I don't want to have flights locked in to specific time slots in the long term just yet. So I'm just going to go with our same deal here. Yeah. So I'll see you guys on the flip side. Okay, we're back. We got a full day booked out, and this time it will be done with our lovely friends, the baggage. All right, here comes our truck with the things. Our contractors are springing into action to hopefully get our central area built out. Oh, the other thing I wanted to build out, not hypercritical, but still useful nonetheless. I wanted to have insufficient funds. Okay, we'll wait for sufficient funds, and then I'll build this area out. It's not mission critical to our baggage system here. But we do want to get this central loop constructed and completed. Alright, they have taken all the boxes, so we can tell you guys to skedaddle. Alright, central loop complete. Sofa's complete. Alright, we're in a good place here. We just need for the rest of you guys to actually mosey on out of here. Yeah, it takes a long time for these guys to decompress, so to speak. And unfortunately, they're going to get a little bit in the way here. But soon, my friends. Oh, hang on. Let's check to see if we can get more ramp agents. Yes, we can. Come on board. We need all of you. It is very easily to get overwhelmed or forget or not hire enough of these guys. Because not only do you need 8 of them here, or, well, 8 or fewer, but a lot of them here. But ramp agents are the ones that actually do the loading and unloading of baggage with the planes themselves. And you still need the guys that inspect the planes. So you need a lot of ramp agents. It's just, don't cheap out on that. You may have more than you need. Also, the other thing I was noticing is this, in fact, you know what? Get the heck out of here. I'm going to get rid of this thing. We're going to get a contractor in here. A single guy is going to knock that building down because, no, I'm not having any more of that. I do not want people driving off to the wayside there. Oh, so here we are. Our first passengers are loading up and see them go. They're checking in. Now, not everyone has a checked bag, but the ones that do deposit it on here. It goes on our conveyor belt here. Now, the bags go through all of the different scanners here. So it's checking them for each of the 5 different... Aha! That one has contraband. And if they have contraband, into the incinerator they go. Wahahaha. That might not be such a good idea if the contraband is explosives, but I'm not going to read too much into it. Those that are deemed worthy make it all the way to the end here and are deposited here. Now, your ramp agents can tell somehow which of these bags that are in this pile here go to which flight. So I don't know how they organized it, probably with bag tickets. And I don't know if there's a chance for lost luggage. They might do that, so you might need to look for ramp agents with higher skill levels, higher logic levels, or what have you. But otherwise, yeah, once they drop off their bags, the incoming passengers behave the same way as before. Going through security, doing our loop here, everything is pretty much nominal. And yeah, we got to get rid of that dang thing. Because I don't want all of my baggage trucks sitting up there. That defeats the purpose. All right, let's speed things up here so we can get our first flight coming in. Now, baggage does slow down check-in just a smidge because the people that are dropping off bag have a slightly longer action to deposit their bag on the check-in thing. So, as you can see here, we have a much longer queue for this one, but that's still to be expected, and we can still process our guys as much. Just make sure each of these are set to 2 stationed agents. All right, our first incoming plane, and it's a medium one. How many people we got here? Okay, so we've got 85 deboarding, so obviously they get off the plane, same as before. Oh yeah, let me see. Can I access that now? No, come on. I want to hike my passenger fee to sort of pay myself for this baggage system that we've set up for our airlines. Ah, that's better. So previously we had put the passenger handling fee down low. Now, right now, again, there's nothing stopping you from keeping all of the airline prices high because airlines' opinion is locked. But the way I sort of balance it in my brain is by having baggage, the airlines are much happier, so you can charge them a premium on the passengers and they won't get so upset about it. So I'm going to charge them up to 22 where it's orange. I'm not going to crank it all the way up to the red. But now we're going to get significantly more money per passenger because we're dealing with baggage. Now, what happens is, and what should happen a lot sooner if the frickin' trucks weren't out in the boonies, is the plane comes down here. And here we go. All right, so it's getting a refuel here, but it's also getting visited by our baggage truck. The baggage truck pulls into the stand, and now here's where you need those extra ramp agents. Ramp agents will start taking the baggage off the plane and into the cart. Obviously, you're going to want as many baggage as there, and bigger planes have more bags. 57 bags. So again, not every passenger has a bag, but a certain percentage of them do. So then they all got to get unloaded. In fact, I'm going to go, yes, more ramp agents. Ramp agents, get. So they are filling this thing up. These always come with enough carts in tow to handle it. Okay, so now that all the bags have been decompressed here. So now the cart makes its way over to our cargo bay and pulls into this side. This is the offloading side. So now these guys spring into action and start dumping them onto the conveyor belt. The conveyor belt then brings them down to here, where our eager passengers are waiting for their bags. And they're ignoring my seating in here. Why are you ignoring my seating in here? There's perfectly good couches here. Come on, people. For Pete's sake. Maybe I do need to put a door right here for general use. See if that lets them... But now they're waiting here for their bags, and the bags start going on the carousel. Now, once they spot their bag, they will get up and grab it, and then take that off the carousel, and then leave the airport same as they always have, nice and happy. Yeah, I don't like you guys walking through like that. That just looks so bad. All right, you know what? F it. You're not getting demolished. You can't go through there. But yeah, now you can see them. They're pulling their bags off the carousel and leaving nice and happy. So that is the sort of the ecosystem, the life cycle of the bags here. Now, obviously, we have a little bit of a buildup here. This is why I want 4 agents, because flights going at the same time, it takes time to process all of them here. So now all these flights are wanting their bags for departure, and this is, again, the more agents you have working each side, the faster this process goes. And the faster you can turn these around, and the faster you can get them to the planes, and the less likely chance that you are to delay. So this guy, we have just dropped off the bags here. 26 bags have made their way here. Boarding has been completed, and with time to spare. Notice how the plane, despite all the checklist items being completed, the plane's not leaving yet because it's not time to leave. What time are you scheduled to leave? Oh, right now. So, see? We got everything done for this nice, big, 111 passenger, medium-sized plane. No problem. And then we rinse and repeat. Passengers drop off bags. Bags flow into here. Our carts go and get the bags, etc., etc., etc. Oh yeah, let me build the other thing that I wanted to build up in here. That's also going to involve copious amounts of sofas. I am going to build some sofas along here. May seem strange, but this is how I'm doing it. You can't stop me. And we'll do like back-to-back sofas like this. Like that. So what we're going to do here, and this is just sort of going to kind of clean up this area. I want this baggage area, this whole... oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to do is get a medium door right here. Because I want our employees to be able to get to that area easily. Now, because this is already a secure zone, we might as well make this whole area a secure zone. You don't have to make the baggage area a secure zone, although it seems strange not to. But we do, and we're also going to mark this whole area as staff only. You hear that, people? Staff only. And we're also going to put a staff break room right here. Because we're hiring so many other people. Now, this particular break room is not going to be just for anybody. It is going to be for security and ramp agents only, because the security people, they're all close by here. So might as well let them go in there. And the ramp agents are very heavily working in this area. So, and then what we'll do here is we will take off security and ramp agent to clear them out of this one, so this room has more room for everybody else. Again, there's no dire critical need for break rooms for your employees yet. But I have a feeling as the game progresses in development here, being able to rest your employees and that whole stress management trait that they have will come into play. And therefore, it might be worth planning a little bit for those break rooms. Did we successfully demolish that? Yes, we did. All right, you know what? I'm going to be pushing my luck here. Let's go for broke here. Let's get another... oh, we already built the road here, didn't we? We have to demolish that before we can plop a stand down there. But yeah, our avgas truck is going to have to make the long journey every time it wants to do its thing. But yeah, these hallway seats seem to be popular with people. But yeah, as soon as they get their stuff in here, and this is why I wanted to give you want to give a space on either side of the belt so people have plenty of room to stand, and you want to make sure your belt is really, really long. That's because when you have a large plane and it unloads a metric F-ton of luggage, if the belt is not long enough to handle all this luggage, it will deadlock itself. Like, new baggage won't be able to get in here. So like here, we just barely have enough room on here from that one plane unloading before people get their bags and decompress it. So if you have this tiny little baggage loop, people aren't going to be able to get their bags because their bags aren't even on the loop yet because they're backed up. And then that causes lots of delays, lots of angry passengers, and what have you. I should probably get a few more contractors than just the one guy. That way I can get this stuff done in an appreciable amount of time. And yeah, even the little guys do baggage once you turn them on. Obviously, they don't have as many bags. We've got 7 out and 9 in, but that's nothing. But it's still something you want to keep track of, and every little bit counts, especially when you're getting a mint for your passengers from it. And now you can see why I want one baggage cart for every stand, because not only does the cart have to pull duty for delivering the bags from the airplane to the thing, they also then have to pick it up and wait there to pull it back in. So between those two things, you're going to want ample carts, because you do not want the baggage claim process delayed because it takes a cart forever to get there. And now you can see we have so many ramp agents here. Actually, no, those are the contractors, aren't they? Now they're coming up here to delete this. So we can get our small stand in here. I know I'm pushing my luck here. And yeah, if there's backups, you know what? I'm not going to pay too much attention to them because, well, general aviation and all that. There we go. We'll wait for the boxes to be delivered there. I do wish you people would actually sit in the sofas. It'd be a little more comfortable for you. But hey, you want to stand? You want to stand. I ain't gonna balk at you. A couple of people doing getting their boxes on, and we can dismiss the rest. I did turn this off for the other types, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. And our buses are still keeping up. I think 6 is the magic number in this case. I mean, if you wanted to use a little bit more of a lateral rule, I bet you we could probably get away with 5 bus stops here and just call the rule 1 bus stop per stand. But even then, that's a little bit wonky because you got big stands and little stands here, and obviously the big stands are going to create more crowds and what have you. So it's hard to say, it's hard to have a hard and fast rule to that. But so let's just call it 6. 6 works nicely. And as you can see, despite the addition to the whole baggage system here, we have not gotten a flash of this flight is delayed. Do you want to wait an hour? Blah, 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 blah. We haven't seen a blip of that. It's all coming and leaving on time. At least I think it is. Yeah, now these, they're delayed, but that can sometimes come 6:27. Why the... 6:27. What the Sam? Did you just overshoot the runway, dude? I think you just overshot the runway. $122 people. Whew. Well, if there have been delays, that they haven't been long enough to cause our system to start yelling at us for that. Because, if the plane is delayed for any reason long enough, it will come and say, do you want to delay this thing for another hour? And our general aviation's still doing its thing. Boop, boop. All right, folks. So, in our next episode, we're going to take this whole design, like right here. I'm pretty happy with how this is all working. I mean, look at it. We got our concourse hopping. We got our baggage claim system hopping. We got 5 stands cooking away. Plenty of service trucks, plenty of fuel, happy passengers, happy bank account, happy everything. But you know what? We need more. We need more. And for that, we need to bring in more money. But also to... just expand our whole operations here in general. Stay tuned. You'll see what's in store. So if you like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.